All right, welcome back, everybody. Now I'm really happy to be chatting with Jemima, Sarah, Renee, Pierre, and we are going to be speaking about beauty with a purpose. And she's one of the representatives for the Miss World TNT pageant competition, and we're going to be finding out about her journey and about her project as well. Good morning again, Jemima.
Good morning again.
All right, so let's just find out a little bit about your journey. You know, you're representing Chaguanas, and how has the ride been so far?
Listen, when you're pursuing your purpose in a time like this, it's always unexpected. We are the first of our year to do something like this,
Right.
especially in a pandemic. And the goals that you had in the first place that you set out to do, it has changed and morphed into something different. But I'm still
Okay.
grateful and I'm still willing to help. The needs have changed over the past, but from what I wanted to do, and it has gone in a different direction. But I am just happy that I could get my bearings together and help those who need the assistance. So it's been transformative, and I'm extremely grateful for the experience.
That is so wonderful. And, you know, as you alluded to there, you know, you had to change your direction. And, you know, the word a lot of people are using these days is pivot. However, you had to pivot and, you know, really change what your push and your goal was.
Well, we actually do pivoting physically with our walks
Right.
and stuff, but my project changed in a way where my overall perspective was to enhance the holistic development of disenfranchised youth through water competency. But the need has shifted in a way where we have to face unemployment. There was wide global uproar, and we had to be in a place and a position to help those who needed food security, who needed employment, who
Right.
needed just an ear and a shoulder to lean on. And it was heartbreaking because people close to me were the ones vulnerable, and I had to put on a brave face for them, which is something that I have been doing for quite some time. But it was more necessary, it was more serious, it was more crucial and necessary in that time. So from being all about swimming, I had to shift my gaze and make sure the people that I wanted to direct my attention to were in a state where they felt comfortable, especially transitioning in a time like this. So it was the biggest change for me, but we are now taking a new direction by going online. And people may ask, why is it important during this time? But I believe that knowledge is a catalyst for growth and a way to empower most of all. And just a basic conversation, knowledge, and education is a way to get people ready and feeling like they're doing something progressive in this time. So even if it was only virtually, I was still happy with the results and speaking to people and relating to them on a level that they thought no one would at this time.
Right.
Something that I'm so happy for.
And definitely should be happy about it. You mentioned swimming earlier, and I know you have this organization that you founded called Gemstroke Saves Lives. Tell us about it.
Yes, Gemstroke Save Lives started when I was 17. You see, I've been swimming instructing since the age of 17, and I started learning how to swim at the age of 3. And my dad was very progressive in that sense, because at 17, I was still in high school, and he was saying, Jemima, this is something that you are passionate about. So I pursued it. And when you're doing something and it's from your heart, you don't notice the impact and you don't understand that it's something that causes a transition so big that it could pave the way for a legacy and for the children of our future and women as well. And I started working on it, and I came across Miss World Trinidad and Tobago, and I
Right.
recognized that Beauty with a Purpose is the heart and the grounding point of the pageant. It's not about how you look, but it's about what you do. And I found a way to reach people in a wider scope through incorporating my passion, which is swimming and education and empowerment in my Beauty with a Purpose. And now we have Gemstroke Save Lives, that is an organization that's well on its way to be progressive and permanently here. And that's the start of it, and it's only the beginning of my organization. And I hope to partner with a lot of other organizations in the future. And currently, I'm working with Trinidad and Tobago Swim Clinic Association I am hoping to have classes with the youth group, the police youth group. I am hoping to also render my assistance to the Trinidad and Tobago Sailing Association, which was one of the clubs that I used to go to attend. And I also want to reach into different communities and navigate my way in the lives of those who need a sense of direction during this time and mentorship.
Wonderful. And final question, just briefly, if there's one thing that you can tell a young person watching, young girl, even a young boy watching right now, to help encourage them, what would you say?
Never be afraid of the future, because that's where your unveiling of self, your unearthing of responsibility and purpose is going to be. The world is your oyster, and look forward. Look behind for what you can learn, and look forward for what you can do. Thank you so much.
That is so wonderfully said. I want to thank you so much, Jemima Sarah Renee Pierre, and good luck, all the very best coming up for the rest of the competition and your project as well. We're taking a short